everyone, and welcome to your pre-recorded video for this week. I am not able to go live with you this week as I had my online fun party event Wednesday, and then Thursday, tonight that I would normally be live with you, is Claire's orchestra concert, followed by Friday, where there is a game to be able to watch her dance with the varsity dance team. So the next best is for me to be able to provide you with a pre-recorded video of what I would be showcasing for all of you on my normal regular Facebook Live. So welcome everyone. I'm glad that you're here. You're still going to be able to comment. I am going to ask that you comment over on YouTube. Give me a YouTube comment that you have shared or watched the video, and you'll get into my drawing for the prize giveaway. Other announcements that I have, I will be letting you guys know what my live schedule is over the next couple of weeks as we are working through Christmas. I probably will not be doing a live next week, but I may the week in between. I'll let you know for sure. I'm waiting to figure out all of my vacation or my holiday dates of when we're going to do things with our family. So anyway, tonight I'm going to be sharing with you the Framed Florets Bundle. Before we do the drawing for the sharing, I'm going to show you the product, and then we're going to announce the winners from last week for those of you that shared, and we're also going to show you the prizes. I'm going to show you the prizes that you can win this week. So first of all, this is the Framed Florets Bundle. It was an early release bundle, and you can actually purchase this right now. Now, when you're watching this video on Thursday, it is free shipping. So this video is going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You still have about 7 hours that you can order and get free shipping on any order over $75. Anyone who orders in conjunction with my Facebook Live, you'll receive 3 of these beautiful cards that I'm making tonight for free as my personal little thank you gift. They will already be assembled and ready for you to be able to use. One of the other things I wanted to make sure that I let you all know is that Stampin' Up, starting with our January catalog that's going to be coming out, they're going to be naming the dies and the stamp sets identical. Woohoo! I'm so excited for that because it was getting really, really hard to always remember what the name of the stamp set was versus the dies. So you'll see here that the stamp set is called Framed Florets, and our dies are also called Framed Florets. So you no more having to hunt and look and figure out which one it is. You will have it, but just by knowing the name of one of them. Okay, so that is an awesome, beautiful bundle with lots of sentiments in there. And then we're going to be using the designer series paper that coordinates with this. So I'm going to show you the paper really quick. So we have this piece right here. Now, some of the colors that are in this designer series paper are Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. Beautiful, beautiful palette of colors here. So if you're a blue and green person, you got your blues and greens. If you're into the pinks, you got your pinks. Beautiful paper that you can use when designing with this bundle. Then on the back side is more of your colors that are just more, not patterned, more of your solid colors with a little bit of pattern into them. Okay, so you're going to be seeing me design with all of this awesome product tonight. Now, what I also used for my cards is I used the iridescent pearls and I used the soft succulent ribbon. Beautiful ribbon. Okay, so before we get started, and I know you're seeing all of these beautiful cards, let's give away our prizes from last week. So last week we had a bolt of the black and white gingham ribbon, and we had a bolt of the pale papaya ribbon, and we have 2 lucky winners. So our winners of these ribbons, the first winner, so the winner of the black and white gingham, is Carol Grove. So congratulations to Carol. Ooh, ooh. Okay, and then the winner of the pale papaya is Marilyn Skorker. So congratulations to Marilyn and to Carol. I hope if I write the right name on here, not Carol, Marilyn. Okay, and then up for grabs this week, we have the Glossy Dots assortment. Now, these are designed to go with the Hue of Happiness that's in our annual catalog. And then I also have another bolt of Soft Succulent. This is the sheer ribbon, or not the sheer, the satin ribbon, and it's absolutely gorgeous ribbon. So we'll be drawing back on my next Facebook Live, or if it's a recorded video, I'm not sure yet, we'll be giving this away. And I will be announcing, I meant to look at my schedule to be able to let you know on this video what my Facebook Live schedule would be for the next couple of weeks, and I forgot to do that. So I'm going to apologize in advance. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our first card for tonight. We are going to start with this one right here. And look how quick and simple and easy this one is. So for this card, it uses the Night of Navy for the card base. And I'm just going to fold that in half. Now what I did is on the, and then I have polished pink for the 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. Followed by basic white that is 5 by 3 3/4. In advance, I've done a little bit of the stamping, and that is using soft succulent ink and using this stamp right here. And you can see I just kind of focused on the outer edges, because once you add those strips of paper down, no one's going to be able to see that anyway. So let's just adhere these together. Let me open up. I ended up going and getting a brand new adhesive for myself. So let me adhere this down, and then this is going to get adhered down to my card. I also wanted to let all of you know, I know I've got some of you that follow me regularly. I want to make sure you guys all know about the awesome join promotion that Stampin' Up! Is going to be offering during celebration. It is going to be an amazing offer where you can pick $175 of product and pay only $99, or for $129 you can still get the same $175, but you can also get in addition to that, a free little mini embossing machine in either white or a new beautiful color that is boho blue, I think it's called. So lots of opportunity there for that. So here you can see I'm just adhering strips of paper down to my card. Again, it's nothing fancy, but look at how awesome that is, just to create a nice little background on there. Now, one of the stamps from the framed florets is So Lucky to Call You Friend, okay? And I stamped that in advance and cut it out using the stylish shapes. Between the framed florets and the stylish shapes, I'm getting all tongue-tied on you guys tonight. All right, we're going to adhere that down with some dimensionals here. So I'm just going to put this on here. Now again, if you want to comment, just go on over to YouTube. It may ask you to log in, but most of you I know have YouTube accounts. But you do, I believe, have to log into YouTube to be able to comment, okay? So don't be intimidated by that. It's just a simple login, and then you can comment on the video. And then the last thing I did was add in a little bow with the soft succulent ribbon. So I'm wondering if any of you are admiring my fingernails. I got my nails done today over my lunch hour. I'm recording this video on Wednesday in the afternoon, in case any of you are wondering when I recorded this. And I got my nails done over the lunchtime. And I told him that I wanted a really light blue. So I'm normally not a blue person. I'm normally, as you guys all know, a pretty good pink person. But I said I wanted a really light blue, and I wanted silver, and I wanted snowflakes. And he says, okay, I got ya. I'm like, okay, cool. So I just kind of let him do whatever. He did ask me if the blue was okay. So when he started this with the blue, he put light blue on these 3. And then he took this powder. It looked like almost looked like glitter, like our Dazzling Diamonds glitter when we used to have it. But he took this like a glitter looking thing and used like a makeup brush, dipped it in, and then rubbed this powder on my nail. And look how it made it look kind of coppery. These 3 anyway, this one right here, this one, this one. And then he added on some snowflakes, added on some glitter. I don't know, I'm loving what he did for my nails today. So anyway, just had to share that. The final thing that I did on this card is I added some of the iridescent pearl jewels. So I'm not going to take the time to do that tonight because you can easily see how I added 3 of them to the card. So you'd add 3 of them on as well. And voila, there is our first card that I made using that awesome stuff. Okay, so the next card I'm going to show you is one where I focused in on the Night of Navy and the soft succulent, okay? So for this one, I use soft succulent for my card base. And so I'm just going to fold this in half. And then I paired it with some layers of Night of Navy and Basic White, and then some Designer Series paper. And here I actually have two different pieces. So I have one that goes at the top, one that goes here at the bottom. And then what I did is I added that ribbon around the middle. So let's start adhering some of these layers together. Again, layer. Layers are my friend. I love the more layers, the better. It's what I think makes the card just kind of pop. A few other things regarding the annual catalog, or not the annual catalog, the new mini catalog. So you should all start receiving that in your mailbox in the next week or so. If you do not have it and you've ordered from me over the last year, please message me by December 30th if you have not received it, and I will get one in the mail to you. I ordered a few to have here on hand just for that reason, because I definitely want you all to have that catalog in your hands before the catalog goes live, okay? The catalog is going to be taking, it goes live January 5th and only goes in through April. So Stampin' Up! Is changing direction a little bit on when their catalogs are going to be ending, and I kind of like it because now this mini catalog will also end when our annual catalog ends. Otherwise, we had this weird, like over where the mini was going longer, but our in colors were retired, and so it's just going to make it a lot nicer that it's all going to be in sync and going to be much, much easier. Okay, so I showed you guys, I just realized that when I was showing you the stamp set, I never actually showed you guys the dies. So let me show you the dies because they're pretty awesome in what you can do here with them. So these are the framed florets dies, and you can see here that you have one that cuts out this oval that I have on my card perfectly. So that was cut out with balmy blue. And then you have all of these dies as well. So you can do some beautiful things with this set of dies. What I like about these dies is they can also be paired with other products. You don't necessarily have to just use them only with the framed florets. You could use those die shapes with other stamp sets and bundles as well. So what I did on this one is I adhered this die cut directly down to my card base, but then did the thank you with all my heart. And I raised that up. Now, the neat thing is when you cut this out, you get, let me show you my other two cards. So when you cut it out, you get, I call it both a positive and a negative. So when we cut out the white one, you had the oval, it cuts out the inside and the outer ring. So what we did is we mixed and matched. You can see here on this card, we used the outer ring. And then on this one, we used, you can kind of see what I mean. We used the opposite to be able to make sure we used up all of what we had. Okay, so with this, you could either put it on with glue dots. I'm just going to, or even liquid glue. I might just try to use my liquid glue to save a little bit of time tonight. I didn't check to make sure it wasn't clogged, but let me see here. Oh, it's going to work just fine. So I'm just going to add a real little bit of liquid glue. Again, you can see I'm adding a real little bit there. And that's just going to go on to my card. By adding that real little bit, I don't have any of that coming out and squeezing out the outer edge of it. And then I used my stamp that says thank you with all my heart. That also comes from the same stamp set that I showed you here. Thank you with all my heart. Stamped a flower on that. And then we're going to add that onto the card with some dimensionals. And then the final thing that I did on this card is I added, again, some of those iridescent pearls to it. And it just kind of makes the card pop. Okay, so this will fit right in the middle because that's how it's designed. And then the last thing that you would do is add on those pearls. So there is card number 2 for all of you. Okay, the next card I'm going to showcase is this card right here. I love this one. Now, for this card, what we did, oops, sorry, you need it this way. That would help, wouldn't it? So for this right here, it is just cut from paper. So the one I'm going to be cutting is going to be a little bit different, but this is just a design from the paper. So let me bring this piece of paper back in so you can see. It is this one right here. So you can see on the card right here is this one. I'm going to be cutting out this one, which is right here. Okay. So everyone got different ones. This is a class that I offered, and it might even still be open if you're interested in registering for it. Everyone got different flowers because that's just how it leads its way in with the designer series paper. So for this, I'm going to use polished pink for my card base, and then I have a layer of Night of Navy, and then I embossed this with one of our embossing folders. This is one of the flower embossing folders in the annual catalog, and I don't have the name handy. I'm really, really sorry. I should probably peek at these cards before I go live so that you would know the names, but it's in our annual catalog. And then again, bringing in some little strips of paper, but look at how these strips just make this pop. So there's one with the pink and the blue, and here you have one with the pink. So I'm going to adhere these down. This is the same piece of paper. We just used the front and back on it. So I'm going to adhere this one down there. And then the pink one's going to go right next to it. So this pink one's going to go right here. And then this is one of the contour, the scalloping contour dies that I used for this. And it's just going to get dimensioned on here. Okay. So let me get the dimensionals out again to be able to dimension all that down. And this is just going to go in the four corners here. And then we're going to fussy cut out those flowers. But I really like using the elements from the paper to be able to fussy cut because it saves you having to color. Sometimes I just don't mind fussy cutting sometimes. So sometimes I actually prefer that than trying to find the dies and all of that kind of stuff. Or find the markers I need. That's what I meant is markers. So for this, I'm just going to fussy cut around the flowers here. Ta-da! So you can see it's not too hard here to do this. But I don't mind a fussy cut. I know it's not for all of you. I gotta say, it's a lot different doing this video and not having interaction with all of you. I keep looking at where my computer normally is so that I can see your comments. And there's no computer and there's no comments. So that's a little bit different for me. I miss my interaction with all of you. But please comment on my YouTube video and I will make sure I comment back and answer any questions that you may have or anything like that. So just know that I'll still interact with you. It just won't be instantaneously. Because this will be live for all of you when I'm not able to look at it with you or answer because I'll be enjoying the Christmas concert. Woohoo! Okay. And then this is just going to get put on here as well with dimensionals. Again, it just gives it a little bit of a different look. All the different flowers that you use will give it a little bit of a different look. So I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals on there and put this on here like that. And then the final thing we're going to do is add our bow and our embellishment. So I'm just making a bow here with the, whoops, maybe I need to make sure I make it right. There we go. Trying to do it too fast and this ribbon's a little bit slippery. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this tight. And voila, we have a little bow. And then we're just going to cut off the ends on this. And then I'm going to adhere it down with a glue dot to the bottom down here. So let me bring in my glue dots. And voila. There we go. Final thing would be to add those awesome pearls, which again, I'm not adding any of the pearls on my video so that you can kind of, add them where you want and add as many as you want on your own. And there you have that card. Okay, I've got 2 cards left with you. I did not have time to do any kind of a 3D project, but I gotta say that I probably 3D project you guys out the last couple of Facebook Lives where I did a bunch of them for Christmas time. So I'm going to show you this one right here. Now this one, I did not put any kind of a sentiment down on the card. The one thing that I did do that I don't have the Wink of Stella here is that the flowers here in the inside of this frame are indeed ran through using the Wink of Stella to make them kind of a little bit shiny there. So for this card, I used the Balmy Blue for the card base, and then I have a layer of the Polished Pink. It's embossed with that exact same embossing folder that I previously used. We have a piece of paper here, okay, that's going to go on, and this paper is probably 2 inches by 3 3/4. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. So we're going to adhere this paper down to the Polished Pink here. Okay, and then we're going to adhere this together as well. This is probably 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. This is 4 by 3, and that's going to get adhered down. And that is what then we use dimensionals to raise this up to make it look like it's a little frame. And these two get glued together and just get glued directly onto the card base without any dimensionals, okay? So I'm just going to adhere this down to the card like that. Oh, I should have put ribbon on there. Okay, and I still can, because I didn't have this glued down yet. So see our little ribbon behind there? Yep, I almost forgot the ribbon. If any of you were telling me that and I couldn't hear you because I couldn't see your comments, that's usually how I know when I forget something. I start seeing some of you comment, hey, you forgot the ribbon. Okay, so we're just going to put the ribbon around the middle here like this. And then I'm going to add some adhesive. And now we're going to adhere this down to the card base. And now we're going to adhere this one down over here, kind of centered that in the middle. All right, and then this one right here is going to get put on with some dimensionals. Here's where your mini dimensionals are going to come into play. I am going to just use the edge of some of my sheets, and you only need to add a few here and there. Now you could also use the foam adhesive sheets and adhere your white to the foam adhesive sheet, and then or the foam sheets I should say, and then run that through your machine, and this whole thing would have been on foam. But I was going to do that. I don't have any of those little foam adhesives. So they are in our annual catalog. So this is just another way of accomplishing the exact same thing. So I'm just going to add a couple of these on here like this. And then take off all those little backings. So I do also want to let you guys know about some classes that are still open. My home decor classes for the barn and the Gnome Believe are still open. If you want them in time for Christmas though, you've got to get those orders in ASAP. I also still have my kit sale opened. So how my kit sale works is you can purchase a kit for $29. That includes the shipping, and it's all of my previous kits from classes that I have available. And the $29 includes the cost of the kit to be shipped to you, but the better deal is to put in a minimum order. Every $35 order that you place can get you one of the kits for free, and then I ship the kit to you for free as well. So it doesn't get any better than that. And then I also advertise that the first 10 people to put in an online order through my kit sale would also get and qualify for an 8x8 gnome art home decor piece. Now, it does not include the frame, but I will send you a picture of what it looks like. There's no stamping involved. It's all just using the Gnome Designer Series paper. And I think, have a couple of spots left for whoever would like to still take advantage of the order option with that. So if that's you, let me know. If you've already put your order in, those will be going out tomorrow. I'll be prepping them to go out tonight. So just know though that there's still the possibility that if you don't delay, you could still be, I think I have maybe 2 people left or 2 kits left for receiving a free gift with the purchase through my kit sale. And then I also today did a last call on any of my craft fair items because I want to make sure they all get to you in a timely manner. And then whatever's left, I'm going to start giving out to my family. So I want to make sure that I cover all of your orders and your needs as well. So if you are in need of anything there, let me know, because that also I posted earlier today on my Facebook group as well. Or today meaning Wednesday, because I'm recording this on Wednesday. Okay, so there is that card. And again, you just embellish it by adding on some of those pearls, and voila. Okay, so my last card I'm going to be showcasing for you tonight is this one right here. Again, I'm taking it back to the blue and the green theme that I think looks so awesome together. And so for this one, I used Balmy Blue, and then I paired it with a layer of the Evening Evergreen, followed by the basic white, again using the exact same embossing folder that I used on the other two cards. So I'm just going to adhere this together to begin with, and then we're going to add some ribbon around the middle here, okay? So let me get my ribbon, and we're going to add some ribbon across the center, and using the same ribbon, the soft succulent ribbon. Whoops. There we go. And I pulled that a little bit. That's okay. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive onto the front and back in the middle of this. And this is just going to go perfectly right around here and fasten onto the card mat. And then this layer is going to now be ready to adhere down to my card base. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some of the strips of designer series paper. So again, I have one little strip that's going to go up here at the top, and then I have another one that's going to go down here near the bottom. So let me add my adhesive to these pieces. So this piece is going to go down here at the bottom, and then this piece is going to go up near the top. Look at how much in all of these cards, if you notice that just a little strip of this paper has really kind of just popped these cards. The colors in it are phenomenal. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to again use those dimensionals. I use dimensionals to put both of these on, but this one I'm going to do a little bit different to show you something. This one I'm going to do the opposite, where I'm going to glue this one directly on and then pop that one. So you can do lots of different techniques to get different looks that you want for your cards. So let me just add a little bit of the liquid glue on this, which it was just coming out earlier. You guys all saw that it was, right? And now it's being stubborn. All right, we'll get it. Here we go. Watch it come out in a gob on me. Here we go, just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna adhere this down to my card. That's just enough. Like a little bit of that glue goes a long way. I think sometimes we get glue happy and like to add a lot, and that's when it gets all gushy and messy and you get it all over your fingers. A little of that goes a very long way. And then we're going to add some dimensionals onto this oval piece. And you can see here on this oval, I did the exact same technique that I did earlier. I stamped with the Balmy Blue using that exact same stamp, and then did wishes for a beautiful birthday on top of it. So here you have birthday, thank you, friend, special day. So a special day could be a wedding or an anniversary. Lots of opportunities for different things with this bundle. Final thing, I topped it off with some of those iridescent pearls, and voila, you have a card. Okay, so I'm going to bring all of my cards back in so that you can see them. And I would love for you to comment as well and let me know what your favorite one is out of all of them. Of course, I love the ones that are done in pink. Pink is my color, so of course I'm gonna love those a little bit more. I think this one right here is probably my favorite. And then here's another blue and green one, and then followed by the one that we did at the very beginning. Now again, today while you're watching this, we currently have a free shipping promotion on any order over $75. You guys also should have received, if you put in an order with me in the past, a coupon for 20% off an order in December Tomorrow would be a great day. Well, tomorrow, I keep saying that because I'm pre-recording this, but Thursday would be a great day to put in an online order to receive free shipping. If you do your order online, I will reimburse you the 20% off. Now that 20% off is a promotion that I am offering to any of my previous customers. It is not a Stampin' Up promotion. The free shipping is indeed a Stampin' Up promotion, okay? And then you would also receive 3 of these cards in the mail for you to be able to send out to your friends for their birthdays or special days or just a friend card or anything like that. All right, thank you all so very much for joining me. I know it's not the same as me being live with you all, but it's the next best thing that I can do, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Again, I'll be posting and letting you know what I plan to do regarding videos for the next couple weeks. All right, bye everyone, and we'll see you soon.